Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Songs of Six. It looks like our Weaver has been constructed, which is pretty awesome. It is unupgraded right now, but I can just upgrade that. Luckily, we have plenty of furniture. Hopefully that's a trend that stays. I know we recently switched to having the one like Carpentry District, which is still struggling with the workload a little, which is definitely not great. No, wait, this one's got a workload 100. Okay, looks like it was just a minor hiccup. Interesting. I mean, this one's struggling a little bit. We had a big money problem at the end of the last episode, and I think that trend is continuing to this day, though I'm not 100% sure. We also have a loyalty problem with the Dondorians, the Dwarfanoids, but that is actually directly related to the lack of money. That's the, they get a happiness or whatever for riches. I think it's, yeah, in government, you can see they have up to 1 happiness, and oh my god, we are down to approximately $0. Okay, well, I mean, we started exporting more tools in this grand warehouse here, right? Looks like jewelry is being exported. Yeah, this trader's just full up. So we could export something else to... We could export furniture, but I don't think that'd be wise. Do I already have a smooth stone export? I may or may not have one. Does not look like it. Have a lot of jewelry just getting ready to get sold. Okay, well, I mean, this one can sell... Let's see, I want to sell a little bit. Let's see, I'll sell 3,000. Okay, that should be good enough. That should hopefully help. Be selling a bunch of smooth stone. Hopefully. Can they actually get to those jobs over here? No, this is a claim job. Okay. this place is not getting stuck. So once we have the stonemasons, we're hopefully gonna have a nice revenue stream. We're kind of in a crappy situation now. It just is what it is. I've set up too much of my economy to be importing and not enough to be exporting. We could theoretically build that other jeweler that I was thinking about building. To sort of have like a jewelry district sort of extend out here. I guess I could do that. You know what I could do, actually? I could... Yeah, just dig this guy over here. And then this can be 1 grand jeweler. Which will be nice. Up to 1.1 thousand bucks. It's gonna be a while before we recover, unfortunately. I imagine huge problems are gonna start cropping up soon enough. One thing we could do as well is we could probably start exporting even more of the rations. That is gonna be begging for trouble, but also... I mean, like, come on, you know, there's only so much we can do. God, this ration maker in here is such a, like, awkwardly placed one. Where do I have a ration export? Here's one. Okay. I guess I'll increase my sales number. Don't know how much that's gonna help, but hopefully it should. We pretty much grow everything in our rations. So that is just like a free source of revenue for us. I think we've just got to let a little bit of time advance. It would be nice maybe to build like a giga tailory district, just to make full use of the bolts of cloth and get that export going. If we were gonna do that, where would we put it? We'd have to get rid of like fruit farms, I guess. Or we could use the space near this asylum. We are most certainly running low on space. Just is what it is. Yeah, there's not really a good spot for it, other than over here. So I guess this could be the tailory district, and then we have like a grand warehouse just slurping bolts of cloth just directly over. In fact, I could have two like little carts. I could have one shipping the bolts of cloth to the tailors, and then one shipping it to the grand warehouse, which would then ship it to all the tiny warehouses for the housing stuff. Could be good. Could be good. Definitely want to bolster the number of odd jobbers as well. Of course, that is something that's going to be trickling in. Once we fix the money issues, I feel like the odd jobbers will come. Which is what it is. I sort of just jumped right into it. I'm not quite sure what the theme of today's episode is. I guess resolving the money crisis once again. It's always the danger of like insane levels of expansion. I built the weavers so that these piganoids could have cloth. They're gonna need 7,000 cloth, which is very not great. If I like hit the button twice. So part of me wants to wait until we've built like an actual surplus of fabric, but maybe that is foolhardiness. Don't know how much. I mean, this is producing 2,000 fabric. I don't know if that's like per day or per year. Estimated this year 8.9 thousand. Okay, so it's this is like a quarterly fabric amount. Gotcha. Looks like we need like a few more employees. Pictured 15, not a few more employees. Just to grease the wheels a little bit. I'm gonna build a nice communal home over here just to house all the workers. These workers, basically their one and only job is to constantly move fabric into this warehouse. Which should be pretty easy. I mean, we're already almost there. If this ever gets full, the workload is going to get like absolutely turbo gigafucked. I guess their job is also to collect the cotton, come to think of it. Maybe I should set it to fetch, so they yoink from the other warehouses. Could be good. I mean, we're not having problems right now. I guess because there's just like an absolute shitload of cotton on the ground. Okay, so the workers here have like dual purpose, it seems. I guess I'll add a bunch of tilapias. I'm always worried about the tilapias. They always have like dog shit loyalty. But it would be nice to get more of the jobs going because we have many excavation jobs that need to be filled out. Guess I'll add in like 50 more dwarf immigrants as well, even though it's asking for trouble. Kind of meant to add all the Garthemi immigrants there, but whatever. We're up to nearly 300 odd jobbers. That part at least is nice. Oh man, this Cantor district fucking absolutely sucks. I actually hate it. I mean, there's actually Cantorian recruits now, which is cool. I do straight up just want to destroy it. But I might just be like being a little bit too hasty. Wow, these Cantors are extremely filthy looking. If we were going to replace this district, I think the first thing we would do I don't think this, like, plaza needs to be this ridiculously big. It could, like, serve as an intersection and be, like, cleaved into a little bit. And I guess we would have some sort of industry on the right-hand side. We could just have these apartments be here, I guess. It's not necessarily the worst thing in the world. If we were to have, like, some sort of big industry over here. Just have to remove these buildings, which is fine. Maybe that could be the tailoring district, just this little, like, chunk over here. I don't think it's at all big enough, but, you know, it would involve a lot less excavation, which would be cool. Just a lot of destruction, remodeling, which isn't necessarily, like, the worst thing in the world. Oh, is this unreachable? No, these are claimed. Excuse me? How long have these jobs been claimed? Dreadful news. Bleeding fever. Absolutely horrendous. Very not great. Do I have an idle noble house? I guess that's the real question. I feel like we could, to help us get out of this horrible money situation. Let's see, it looks like... I don't know, is this place being occupied? Is there like a bed whenever it's occupied? Yeah, there is. Okay, we've got room for one more. I think, whatever noble increases jewelry output, that's the noble we need. Let's see, you're 43. You look absolutely ignoble. That is fine. Master fashions, plus 15% additive to jewelry. Don't mind if I do. Is now with Sandy Hallow Meyer, which is brilliant. We could maybe have a Cantor be noble as well, though I am deathly afraid that we are just going to run out of Sicilian now that we have no money. I mean, the Cantor, do they even care about nobles? They do not give a shit about nobles. Okay, well, I mean, I think the Dwarfinoids make good nobles. They, like, literally live at very long times, you know? I mean, the Cantors live longer, but still. It would be cool to get a master refinery set up. I think I'll build another place over here. Oh my god. This dude just got fucking smited. Feel like a part of the statue just fell onto him and crushed him. Saw the freaking blood splatter. The accent system is always so zany. How's grain looking? Do I have an export depot for grain? I do. Yeah, it looks like it's not big enough. Interesting. I mean, I'm not really getting money out of the grain. It'd be nice to build more bread with the grain or something. I wonder, how much does bread export for? Let's see, 3. That is horrendous. How much does it cost to import bread? 7, or no, like 10. And grain is 8. But if we look at our bakery, we produce 3 bread for every 1 grain. Interesting. Oh my god, there's so many people infected. Oh, they're just infected with the white shimmer. Okay. Why are they letting human children play in the hospital with the fucking people with the white shimmer? Oh my god, there's so many children infected. What the fuck? There's just like a pandemic, huh? That is foul. Okay, you know what? I think we do start debuilding the Cantor district. It's tragic, but it's not at all tragic. This place is a fucking eyesore. It has been since its creation. We're definitely going to want to delete the rooms. Just destroy them right now. I'm sure they can find work elsewhere. Definitely, we're gonna want to, whoops, clicked off the thing. Gonna want to dig into mountain. I'll just dig here as well. Just scooch this one back. We're gonna want to maximize space. I like this little warehouse, so I will keep it. I think I want to just completely rework this plaza. So I will dismantle structure. I kind of hate that I can't see it, but I'm gonna... Oh, I can see the little gaps where all the buildings were. Okay, boom. So the plaza will become squishified, and then this grand building will just like butt up against it, I guess. It will be a wonderful building of some type. Alright, I'm just going to set this to be any. Boom. Scantor should still live here, which is completely fine. God, this road sucks too. This whole district is fucking absolutely disgusting. Actually ashamed to have made it. I am gonna dismantle a row of the super wall. Just so that I can make space for a little bit more road. So I think that'll be cool. We can have like a well or something in this corner, because why not, right? Give a little bit more well access, more on-demand cleanliness. Looks like the grand bathroom is almost done. The Weaver continues to be under construction. That is acceptable. I suppose I could check. What's my Okay, we are actually making a surplus of carpentry, I think. No, we are barely eking out a surplus. This is horrendous. You know what? It probably would make sense to look at what's the biggest sucky suck on our money right now. So it looks like Sicilian. It's a pretty big one, though we desperately need that. Wood seems to be humongous. Mushrooms are our biggest import, followed shortly thereafter by eggs. I think I can just tune these imports way the fuck down then. For all these like luxury goods. There's no reason to just like be spending all my money on perishable stuff when we produce excess food anyways. It is sort of asking for like unhappiness via lack of food, but once the riches are restored, so too the imports shall be. Here's the room for the housing. Okay, thank goodness. It's very simple, just a boom, then a tiny road. That's gonna be just so much housing for all the dwarfinoids, and there's a small space for some sort of service here. Maybe a hearth or something, because there's no hearths nearby. Would probably be cool. Let's get like a little carbon monoxide trap. Because why not? And probably a well too. In case the bathhouse is full during like a heat wave or something. There we go. At least we've got that going. The lavatory is also finished. I'll just upgrade it as well. Its workload is 98%. So just because the plumbers haven't like readied up the toilets or something? That seems like absolutely ridiculous. We'll need to keep an eye on it. It would be like a pretty big indicator that there's just no fucking toilets for anywhere nearby. I wonder if this building is a little bit too tight or not. Kind of feel like people are getting like super slowed down just walking over each other. Looks like they're just passing through actually. Maybe not. Does seem like a major oversight. Oh well, be what it be. Actually, you know what? We could probably lower the isolation a little bit and just replace some of these pillars with ceiling pillars. Yeah, I think that'd be pretty good. That'll give a little bit more access to the workers from the warehouse. So that should hopefully make things go a little bit smoother. I've decided. I think in the spirit of making more money, we need like a grand tailory. I think we're already producing like just a barely the tiniest surplus there ever was with clothes, and we could easily just tick that over into clothing bliss. We have enough room for a bunch of houses, for a bunch of dwarfinoids. I think it makes sense. Also with the master fashions as well existing, it should be even better. I don't think I want to bother waiting for all these like jobs to get done when I can just choose instead to choose violence and build the jobs out myself. So here will be the tailor. Actually, I want it to extend out to squishify this plaza over here. It is positively ginormous, but that is acceptable. We're gonna want the same old sort of setup I always do, which is of course the grand thing is, I mean, I should make it walkable, come to think of it. I did that for the jeweler, and the jeweler seems to be doing like perfectly fine. We'll build auxiliaries up there. Oh, there's these little nuggies over here. Fuck, how far does this line extend into the wall? Whatever, nobody invades our place. We go out to fight the people. That's fine. I care not. I'm sure it'll be fine. Where should the warehouse be relative to this guy anyways? I mean, if this is the plaza, I feel like the warehouse could be up here, so maybe I should have like plenty of room for dudes over here maybe. And I'm probably going to want the storage also to be over here. I think that'd be pretty good. Just put it like right next to this entrance, and then I can just put the pillar down here. Definitely we're going to want to leave this like little route open for people to travel through here. We're almost at 100% efficiency. Once it's established, we can, build additional areas for people to work to maximize the area fully. You can just put like a few more auxiliaries over here. Alright, amazing. So now we just get like a big old door here. We're gonna want a door in between each of these little slots. A bunch of doors around the storage so that that's easily accessible. I feel like I should have built this one further down, but whatever. It's too late now. Alright, there we go. Room for 182 tailors. That is what I'm talking about. That is a truly grand tailory. It's walkable for the most part. I guess I'll make these pillars into walkable pillars as well, because why not? It lowers isolation, but who cares? We're already at isolation 100. That'll make this area a little bit more walkable for like very little downside. Oh, there's a little gap over here as well. Oh, and I could probably put auxiliary nuggies over here. Oh, we could maybe squeeze even more workbench action. Let's see, is this as big as they get? No, there's even bigger. Maybe I can... Oh. Oh. That's what I'm talking about. That does block this door, but you know, who cares? We've got other doors that we can use. Okay, 189 workers. I think that's pretty nice. So that is like about as yoked as a tailor can be. Might as well just build out the stage right now before I forget. I think I want to build this down here so I can put something up here probably. Because I'm gonna just basically want 3-ish blocks on each side. I mean, it looks like there's 4 blocks, so it should be 4 by 4, I guess. Right, because this is 4 blocks, this is 4 blocks. Accidentally built into the road. This is 4, and then this will be 4. So yeah, there's totally space for a building up there. I'm obviously gonna want... I guess the lights in the corners make sense. Really not feeling how the space is being used here. I guess I'll clip the statues out a little bit just to like get a little bit more space. There we go. And then I guess a bench can go over here. I want to put like a couple tiny statues here too. So that should be 100% awe and happiness and whatnot. Do we have a lavatory? We do, but not... There's gonna be like about a bajillion more poopers. So we might as well just build the latrine out. The statues are gonna be facing directly into the latrine. I'll actually imagine there's gonna be like little windows where the statues are just like peering through into the latrine. Just like making all the people uncomfortable. Now it's like a giant like back to work sign on the latrine. But there we go. It's not exactly the largest latrine, so I don't know how good of a service it will be to all these tailors, but it will definitely be, in my opinion, in that realm of good enough. Hopefully we're gonna want about the largest warehouse there ever was to store all the cloth and clothing. We're probably going to want the export depots to be pretty much near these guys as well, so that I don't have to just export them all the way at the super warehouse. I think that makes sense. Okay, maybe not the greatest layout, but whatever. I mean, this is storage for 20,000. It's just going to basically be like 10,000 fabric, 10,000 clothing. Realistically speaking. It should probably be built out of normal stone as well. Boom. Wait, how do we have 100,000? Oh, because we're saving money on the imports. I mean, that's going to be a temporary measure. We are going to eventually run out of the mushrooms and eggs, and then we'll be back in hell. But we're not in hell right now, so I guess I'll yuck it up. We're definitely going to want a tiny little export depot to go near this place. I say tiny, it is absolutely fucking humongous. And then we're gonna want a transport as well, which I'll just build from the menu instead of finding one somewhere in town. That doesn't need to be like super duper huge. I think a 4-piece Marty should be good enough. And I guess I'll build... Where is this double weaver? Okay. I guess I could build like a double a double transport for the stuff somewhere nearby. Or two double transports, I should say. I'll build them right here. Why not? So one will point at the warehouse over here, and one will point at the grand warehouse. That way we'll forever have bolts of fabric just being shipped out. Do I need bigger ones? I don't think I need bigger ones. I mean, like these guys are producing like around, estimated this year, 15,000. Each of these holds 200. You know what? There's no reason not to just have like two double doubles, I guess. It might be overkill, but whatever. Better to have too much than not enough. That is what I say. It's like there was an accident in the ration maker. Womp womp. Just reminds me of that hilarious meme clip where the one dude, I don't know if it's like good content, be like, oh, here's a meme I watched. But did anyone else watch that fucking clip where it was like a news reporting or something, and like the dude was describing, it's like, and a 14-year-old autistic girl was locked in a cage, and then the like other news host person says like out loud, womp womp, and then the dude like continues for like a few seconds because it didn't register, and then says, wait, did you just say womp womp? And the like meme text is like intrusive thoughts, or like evil intrusive thoughts winning or something like that. It was actually fucking hilarious. Watched it many times. Oh, why is this place missing a wall? Excuse me. Oh, I know what's going on. I guess I'll build the back wall first. I don't know, if I set up a 4-piece wall, will it build the last ones first? I'm kind of curious, but I don't want to fuck with it. I mean, most of the time the game does a pretty good job with that. Oh, speaking of good job, all these brewers have homes now. That is actually amazing. We've got 9 homeless, but I think, yeah, it's just more people in these fucking zones. We're gonna make this place into housing too, right? Could do it as longhouses, or we could do like another row of apartments. My only trepidation with having like yet another row of apartments is apartments are less space efficient, and I kind of feel like they're a luxury, I guess, with such like circumstances that we have right now. Okay, this actually fits perfectly fine. I mean, it's a little bit doesn't fit well enough, but this would be room for 75 residents, so we probably wouldn't have to worry about any of the shit anymore in terms of housing if I did this. I mean, we're so close to having enough housing. I mean, maybe what I could do, first of all, I think I should dig in a mountain and just like expose this area to the outside world so that I can just like rebuild the walls as I see fit. I think that'd be a little bit more convenient. What I could do is I could build like a longhouse or two for the delivery men, because I assume there's gonna be Garthemi delivery men living here. And then the rest could be apartments. Maybe that could work. Don't think it'd be bad. I do have a crate for pots that's going, right? Yeah, okay. Oh, another chamber is done. That is actually perfect. I think I want a master refiner. I guess I'll get a brewer to, or I'll pick Pignoid to do it. This is gonna... It's either that or Master of the Feast. Let's see, is there a Master of the Feast? Pretty sure there's a Master of the Feast. Let's see. Breweries, bakeries, rationing, 25 additive. Yeah. Oh, I should have picked someone way younger. Whatever. So that is gonna greatly improve our brewing and also our ration making production. That'll be a nice export for us. I'm actually pogging. If we don't have a master of the farms, that would be pretty good as well. I wonder if they have to inspect each and every individual farm. I guess that would give them a lot to do. Maybe the most efficient thing to do for future big buildings is to have the same like long skinny warehouse as I have like rocking over here. That'd be pretty neat, theoretically speaking. Of course, that doesn't really work as well with like multiple large buildings. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Oh, the space for the Grand Jeweler is done as well. Guess I'll get this lad fucking firing up. It's not gonna be perfectly rounded, but you know, such is life. I mean, it'll probably get more rounded as I add in pillars. I'm gonna do the same thing where I make it like a little bit more walkable here as well. So I think that's just in general good. Oh, I don't like the width of this building. Hold up, if I wanted this to be this wide, is it possible? Let's say I widen this out one. It's still not good enough. I'd have to widen it out another one. I mean, that's not great, but it would at least function. Then I could have... Oh, yes. That's fucking beautiful. There we friggin' go. That is what I'm talking about. Obviously, this should be grand stone, where it sticks out. Obviously, we get like a grand entrance here. Cause there's so few entrances, I probably could get away with being... Well, first of all, I could do like some grabby spots to the top of this area. I could probably get away with having like this row be slightly more walkable. So I might as well just keep adding slightly more walkability. Yep, we still got isolation 100. There we go, room for another 136 jewelers. Don't mind if I do. Boom. And hopefully the delivery men can just yoink the jewelry from right down the street here. Don't think there's any problem with that. Then we can have a bunch of apartments just like stacked and continuing to go downwards. I mean, there's definitely like fertile... Yeah, no, this ground sucks. This is perfect ground for apartments. I will send it. Why the fuck not? Then there will be room for some sort of, whatchamacallit, like services block over here too. This farm is such a pain in the ass. I don't really want to delete it though. I guess I'll just have the unequal building. Okay, that should definitely be way more than enough housing for all the duders. Then I guess we just build the block like this. There can be like some sort of service, like a hearth or something over here. We don't actually have any hearths nearby. Would probably be prudent not to have dudes literally dying of exposure. So I can have like a giga hearth over here and a giga well as well. Or maybe like a tiny well. And then there could be like a tiny guard post as well. There we go. Probably want to have a lot of law in this area where there's fucking 2 jewelers. Pretty much asking for trouble. I kind of feel like a nice canteen would make sense to go in this like block right here. And then what, we just have like a shitty tavern and also a shitty lavatory? I guess so. I mean, food has to be more important than booze, right? Just in terms of service ability. We have encountered a problem. There's slightly too few tables. Hold up, I could maybe enlarge in this a little bit. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That is a nice, orderly building. It is once again completely square. I'm sure the Piganoids are definitely coming up with all sorts of like conspiracy theories about like how the dwarves paid me off or something. It's their own fault, I'm sorry to say. Square buildings are just so much better. Alright, boom. That's actually pretty much ideal. Like, we just barely had enough room for the tables. Another lavatory. Definitely is an omega, yes. I don't think the, yeah, these guys up here have, like, the tiniest, shittiest one that ever existed. I think I'll have it just slurp this area up here. So it's like a small, crappy zone. Perfect. For a small, crappy building. Oh man, are you kidding me? Okay, we could make this one bigger, I guess. There we go. Alright, not the most beautiful building, but at the same time, it mostly uses the space, which is good enough for me. And then last but not least, a tavern. Just only marginally bigger than the tiny shithole tavern that I already built up there. Oh, that's a good size right there. Don't think there's much more. Hold on. I feel like no, because there's enough room. Yeah, this is about as good as it gets. Probably. I mean, there might be like a better layout, but fuck it. This is pretty good by itself, I think. Alright, there we go. Another jeweler and another block of services and another block of apartments has been completed. In addition to a grand tailory and also... No, I think that's about it. I guess some more housing, a little bit of maintenance here and there, right? Looks like the grand weavery has been completed as well. So I'll just build or upgrade that right now. Yeah, that's pretty much all there is to say. We did good things. We got a lot done this episode, actually. The money problems are... I'm not going to say fixed because they are most certainly not fixed. We just like bought ourselves a temporary breath of fresh air. But they're getting there, you know? They're getting done, I would say, which I greatly approve of. Hopefully with the inclusion of these new giant work buildings, we'll be able to sort of keep that ball rolling and keep the money flowing and potentially get the import network set up once more. Or I guess fully set up. But that'll have to be a tale for another time. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And I hope to see you next time for more Songs of Six. Goodbye!